The iconic Powercor Melbourne to Warrnambool, one of the most significant races on the calendar, the second oldest in the world, first being held in 1895. In the purple colours, Mark O'Brien, the defending champion. In the green, it's Brendan Davids, the leader of the ProVelo Super League. This race, part of the 6-race league, it kicked off in South Australia with the SA Kickit, and it was Brendan Davids who took the win there. He's part of the all-powerful Brennan squad, which includes Olympic Games gold medalist Ollie Bledden and Jack Ward, the leader of the JACO under-23 classification. 168 riders on the start line as they made their way from the start at Avalon Airport. The first rider to attack was Terence Hoare of the Duda cycling squad. Not long after he went off the front, it was one of the riders from Team Royal Bikes. It was Tim Cutler, a local from Warrnambool, who managed to bridge across, and a winner of the Dirty Warnie, a race from Melbourne to Warrnambool on the gravel roads. Mechanical problems early at the back of the peloton. It was Whittaker who managed to get himself going once again. On to the first of the climbs, and it was Cutler getting on terms with Hoare, and it was Cutler having a quick conversation. Terence saying, "No, I won't challenge." Tim Cutler taking the maximum points. As they went through the first of the King of the Mountains, their advantage over the main peloton was now stretching out to more than 2 minutes. One of the major talking points leading into the Powercor Melbourne to Warrnambool, always the weather, most importantly, the direction of the wind. A race that takes the peloton down alongside the Great Ocean Road, not too far away from the 12 Apostles, into Campbelltown. It was at that point of the race where the riders were most concerned about the prospect of wind. The two leaders, no major response coming from the peloton early, continued to build their advantage out to a maximum lead of 1 point of some 5 minutes. Along to the first of the intermediate sprints, once again, it was Tim Cutler taking the maximum points as they made their way through Colac. Not quite 100 kilometres covered in the race at this point. It was then soon after that a reaction did come from the peloton, and amongst them in the blue colours, it was Brendan Green, a former podium finisher in the Powercor Melbourne to Warrnambool. He had good company with him, Ronan Teese and also Evan Fransk. They were trying to close it down to the leaders, who were going over yet another one of the climbs with Tim Cutler again taking the maximum points. No challenge from Terence Hoare of the Duda team. A big move then started to come from the main peloton. And in the green colours, Brendan Davids, the leader of the ProVelo Super League, he was amongst them. And this did catch the attention of the peloton. Tynan Shannon was also in there, a teammate of Cutler, who was in the leading group of 2. This put a significant dent in the advantage of the two leaders, and so too did the arrival at the front of the peloton of the team in orange, Team Brennan. When they went to the front, within the space of 10 kilometres, the advantage for Tim Cutler and Terence Hoare went from 2:30 to 2 minutes seconds. 2 minutes exactly. It happened in a real hurry. It was then Rudy Porter on the front for the Trappers team, one of the teammates of Mark O'Brien, the defending champion, and they were looking to make the race difficult. So too, Brennan, as they went on the move, soon joined by the blue colours for the Cage Body Wrap team. Another one of the Olympic Games gold medalists in the race, that was Connolly, finding himself at the front. It was then that the breakaway group of 2 were finally reeled in by the peloton with less than 100 kilometres still to race. It was then Ollie Bledden who went off the front on his own, the Western Australian who was part of the Team's Pursuit gold medal winning team from Paris, collecting points in the race for the King of the Mountains classification. Also putting his team in a strong position so his team leaders could sit back and watch the others do the chasing. Narrow roads and more wind to contend with, and more sprints at the splits at the front of the peloton. The race being torn to shreds. Mark O'Brien found himself in amongst a leading contingent and was continuing to try and attack. O'Brien the first to concede that the sprint is not a major weapon for him. There was another victim at the back with 10 kilometres to go as Tully Lane Walsh lost contact. On to Raglan Parade for the final sprint, and it was Cameron Scott shoulder to shoulder with Blake Agnoletto. Agnoletto proving too powerful, taking the win. Cameron Scott in second, Hamish McKenzie in third. It was Mark O'Brien in 4th position, Tristan Saunders in the background celebrating his teammate's victory. Saunders was 5th.
Okay, we're here with the winner Blake Agnoletto, mate, your reaction over the line, how were the emotions?
Oh, mate, just unbelievable. Like, the people like Tim and Moff who put this team together. Tim's obviously won it before, and just as a team, we wanted this win so bad, and we got it done. Just the most amazing team ride all day. Boys riding the front or following moves. It was just a great race from us.
Those final 15Ks, there were haymakers being thrown everywhere. It looked for a moment that you were on the back foot. Can you describe how that was playing out for you in the last 15K?
Yeah, we obviously got away with about 5 of us. There was Jack and Brendan, I think, were coming across. We were trying to bluff the breakaway and try and get them back, and obviously they didn't get there in time. So then when the haymakers just started coming, I'm like, oh well, we just got to follow them. I threw one, and obviously Cam marked me pretty easily, but sorry. And then once Tristan got onto the front, about 2K to go, I was just like, up, just prep, calm down, and then the sprint just seemed to happen. I thought I was going to cramp, but no, I got it done, and I just can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Your name's going to be on the bluestone over there, etched there forever, mate. How does that feel?
Oh, mate, it feels absolutely incredible. Like, I can't believe it. It's just what a day. Just what a team, what a day.
Well done, Blake Agnoletto. Well done to Team Brennan.
Thanks, mate.
Gentlemen.
On the podium, and it is time to believe it, Blake Agnoletto taking the win ahead of Cameron Scott, and it's Hamish McKenzie finishing in 3rd position. For the ProVelo Super League, that puts Blake Agnoletto to the top of the table with his teammate Jack Ward in 2nd.
We'll come back for our sprint, first Warrnambool and other awards to present.